Old Man here, and today we are taking the Echo DCS-2500T electric chainsaw on its first test run. Coming right up. I've just installed the bar and the chain that goes on to the 56-volt Echo here that you see. Everything's standard on here of how you replace the chain, so I didn't go into detail on that. You just unbolt this, put the chain bar on, make sure the chain's going in the right direction, and then stick it back on. It's like any of these other Echoes, so I didn't go into too much detail like I said. So, also charged up the battery here, and this thing has got some speed to it, and it's all instantaneous. Within reason. I mean, it does hesitate when it first starts, but as soon as it starts, it's fast. So let's check it out. I don't have any oil in it yet, but I want to show you how this works. So again, I've charged this up, and if you press the button here, you can see that it has a full charge. All right, 2.5 amp hours. Still haven't decided if I'm going to get the 5 amp or just go with another 2.5 amp and just carry it up with me. But this thing is pretty light. I can definitely hold it with one hand very easily. The 5 amp battery is going to be much more, of course, heavier. I don't know about much more, but it's going to be heavier. And I don't know how that's going to hold up if I, stick it out straight like that. But to operate this, and we're not testing it yet out on wood, but I do want to show you. Hit the button, and you can see here it's on, so it is ready to be activated and get the chain moving. It has the same operations as you would on a normal chainsaw, gas-powered one. You need to press the top in here to start it, and then you've got the trigger. And then I'm going to put the brake on here because it is live. When you put the brake on, the green button shows that it still has power, but the brake is on. So when it flashes like that, which is really cool. So if I put this back off, boom, it's now ready to go. This is going to be really convenient in trees. Just turn it off real quick. Don't have to pull on it to start. It's going to be really nice for limb cutting. 12-inch saw, and look how fast this starts up. Watch this. That is quick. So pretty impressed so far with this. Again, we're going to test this out as soon as I put some oil in it. We'll go down and chop some of this wood I have sitting right there. And then we will give you another update of how that works. All right, we're back at the wood pile here, as you can see, and I've got the saw with me, 56 volt. We're at a full charge at 2.5 amp hours. Got a lot of dead trees over here. We're going to cut through those. Imagine those being up in a tree and you're cutting those down. And then we're going to cut into some of the thicker pieces here to see what that looks like and see how this thing holds up. So I've got a little bit of oil in it. Didn't put a whole lot in to start with. Got a nice little horizontal limb sitting there. I think what I'm going to do on this one is chop that down and make believe that's a limb standing on top of the tree here. Got some thicker pieces over here. We're going to put those down and see how this baby works. But let's imagine first that we are on a tree and getting ready to cut this down. So pull this out like this. Get over there. So I'm harnessed in, climbing up a tree, and we're going to cut some of these off. So let's check how this works. This is a really good one because I can go all the way back and see how many cuts I get out of it. So this will be really nice. And we'll put these into about don't know, 1 or 2 foot pieces maybe. So you can see here we're going to turn it on. The brake's on right now. Brake is off, and then we start cutting. Let's check how it works. Kind of loose, so it got hung up there, but I'll try to avoid that. Working good so far. I don't want to put 2 hands on it because this thing's so wobbly. I want to keep it stable, so I'm just using 1 hand for now. Now we can go to 2 hands. This is starting to get a little more stiff. Let's check the battery level. Still at 4. Fantastic. Still at 4. I've cut, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cuts so far. That's 13 limbs down, and I'm still on a full charge at 2.5 amps. Let's try it again here. That's 14. Look at all those carpenter ants in there, or whatever they are. That's 14 cuts. Still have a full charge. Now that wood is definitely a hardwood. I don't think it's pine. I believe it's part of that tree over there. And boy, it cut through it like butter. That's awesome. Now, in fact, check this out. This one's dead, as you can see here. And let's cut it off right here and see what that goes like. Still on, still in full mode here. And we're just going to go straight across. Wow, that is nice. Impressive. Good little saw here so far. I'm very impressed. All right, let's get into some thicker wood. So I'm going to bring this one down, and we'll stick it on top of this. All right. This one's a little more dense than the other ones, and let's see how this cuts. That's impressive. Let's do it again. So that's 14, 15, 16, 17 cuts so far, and still at full charge. Here we go. Let's walk back here. Oh, we gotta fix Mr. Gnome. There you go, buddy. This is one of the trees I cut off earlier that was dead. It went that way. I was trying to get it to go this way, but I'm glad it went that way because it was all rotted in the back. So when I put my wedge and cut in, it just wouldn't go anywhere. Anywho, so here's another tree that was taken down, gosh, a couple of years ago. Starting to split here. You can see some of the chainsaw marks. I did not do this one, by the way. Somebody else did. But let's see how this cuts. Look at them, got plants growing out of it already. All right, try it again here. Sorry about the angle on that. Let's try it again. Wow. And charge says, oh, we're down to 3 now. Okay, so that's, what was that, 17, 18, 19 cuts, and we're down just 25%. That's actually pretty much in line. I believe you're supposed to get about 60 cuts out of a full charge. So we're at, let's do one more. All right, I believe that was number 20. So 20 cuts, a quarter of the way through. That puts us at 80 cuts of very different sizes. This is probably, that's about 5 to 6 inches right there. So 60 cuts on that is probably pretty accurate. And with the smaller branches, you can get a few more out of it. So that's where we stand with that. Very impressed with this. And yeah, this is going to be fantastic in the trees up top. Look how clean that is. Yeah, very nice. All right, let's pour some of these back. Put our brake on, turn the power off. All right, so overall first impressions. The Echo DCS-2500T 56-volt battery chainsaw. Very impressive. Very light. I think for the purposes of what I'm going to be doing up in trees and cutting down limbs, the 2.5 amp battery will most likely work, because again, if I'm carrying an extra battery up top with me, that's going to be about 100 cuts, maybe 120 depending how thick they are, including topping the tree down. For example, if I were to cut this one down, you know, there's probably, if I were to get 2/3 of the way up, there's maybe only 20 limbs, 15 or 20 limbs, maybe 25. This will give me more than enough power to get through all those and still have some left over. So very good. We'll definitely be taking this one up in the trees to start with, and we'll go from there. So with that, we're going to close this one out and give this one a thumbs up. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace out.